It's the first like sunny morning, dry, blue skies. If you live in Ireland or the UK, you know how much that means. So I'm just getting the boots on and we're heading up to the polytunnel, so I thought I'd take you with me and do a bit of a vlog style video this week. You can tell me what you like in the comments if you prefer the more sort of like at the potting table or whatever chaos is about to ensue in this video. So loads of jobs to do, but actually like excited probably for the first time to go and get stuck in and feeling a bit motivated. There's nothing like a bit of blue sky and sunshine. So come with me to the tunnel. It's Monday morning, we're off at the polytunnel. It's like the first day of spring feeling weather, and probably half the country is like up and at it this morning with much gusto because it's just been a bit dreary. So there's loads of jobs to do in the polytunnel. It's kind of a good thing because I just ignore it most of January and everything just sits kind of dormant and hanging in there till I can be bothered to come back in and do anything. So we are officially bothered and back to trying to make a bit of a dent in a lot of tidying up and just general maintenance and prepping for the season ahead. We're really high up, so I don't bother sewing anything before March really at all. If I really could be bothered, I could, but I'm not that. I'm not that bothered. It's a little bit of a later season up here, so I'm good with that. I've put all our sheep's wool down around our eucalyptus trees and in our tyres, so there's a few of those outside need cleared and done with sheep's wool mulch. So yeah, let's crack on. Thank you. There you go. Ah, yes. I know it's not really the time of year to chop back your lavender just yet, but because we're in the polytunnel, everything's a wee bit milder and daylight is up now. Enough to make you feel human again, you know that amount. So I'm going to chop this lavender back because the new growth is starting to come through and I want to get it now before I forget about it, and all this old lavender that I've just let go through the year, I want to get rid of it because, you know, when stuff just gets to a stage where it's doing your head in, that's where we're at with this. I'm just kind of looking at it. Okay, it's a trusted process, so obviously this doesn't look great. You do want to be quite savage with your lavender. You want to go right back into that woody stuff, and that gives you nice new growth then every year. If you keep it sort of big and don't whack it back a bit, then it'll just, the whole thing will grow brown and woody and you'll only get a few years before it just looks a bit awful. So we'll do this side now and see if we can get into some sort of shape for spring summer. Wednesday afternoon and I'm I'm gonna try and do like a quick hour of batch cooking. Right, so I'm gonna do a really quick bread. I haven't really been able to make bread properly yet. It's one of the things I want to be able to do. It kind of pains me, the stuff that's in bread that you buy in supermarkets, so I want to crack out a good like easy bread recipe, but it needs to be able to like prove on its own without needing like 3 different stages of proving, and it needs to not need kneaded, because realistically I'm not going to stand do that. So I have been trying a recipe for a while now. It has tasted good but not risen, and then I realised my yeast was dead, and then I got new yeast and it riz, but it didn't taste great, so I haven't made it in a few weeks. I'm going to do it again tonight because it's really quick. You just bung it in the fridge and overnight, and then you throw it in the oven in the morning, and that is it. So if I can crack it, it would be mighty, but I've yet to crack it. So strong white bread flour. Probably shouldn't mix them. I'll use this one because there's only enough left in that. Skills. So let's try this. So 400 grams strong white bread flour. I got this recipe from Reb's Light Body. She was on Bake Off, but she is from this part of the world. And so I found this on her Instagram and been trying to make it work. She makes it look easy. So 7 grams of yeast. Salt. What's it, 1.5 teaspoons? And water, 320 mils of water. So you just bung the whole thing in and mix it up, and then like throw it in the fridge, and you let it prove overnight, so like 12 to 14 hours, and then in the morning you lift it out of the fridge, heat up your Dutch oven or like just a good casserole pot, and then give it a minute or two to like prove, maybe half an hour to prove, while you heat up your pot, and then stick it in and just add a tiny wee bit more water. And that's it. So famous last words. Let's see if it tastes like anything this time. I don't know if I used cheap flour or what the crack was, but you get it to this sort of like, it's just like a sticky, messy sort of a situation. And just cover it and stick it in the fridge. So let's see what happens. Good morning, it's Thursday, and I have put my bread out on the bench to rise, and my Dutch oven's in the oven to heat up. So fingers crossed it works. I don't know. It rizzed really well in the bowl, and then when you bring it out, knock it back and bring it out and leave it on the bench for half an hour. I don't know. Yeah, it's always a bit flat looking, but we'll see. Right. I'll show you. So here we go. Don't know what the crack's gonna be. I'll stick her in the Dutch oven. Give it a wee score actually and stick it in the Dutch oven, and then we'll see. I've lifted it out of the oven, given it a wee while to cool. It's definitely like the best looking one. I don't know what it's going to be like inside. I should have lifted it onto drying rack, or a cooling rack, not a drying rack, and I forgot. And I left it in the oven a bit too long before I took the lid off because I forgot about it. But that's real life. And we're not professional bakers or cookers, so that's just how it went. Let's see what she's like. I definitely should have put it on a cooling rack because the bottom's gone a bit funny, but it's not bad. Still doesn't have a lot of flavour. I think I need more salt. I think I should have put more salt in it. But definitely the best. There's go. Definitely the best texture. Today's lunchtime toasty is going to have an upgrade. I have had a very exciting delivery from COTTAGE. So I am doing a bit of painting. I can't explain how buzzing I am to actually finally get like colour on the walls. We've had projects going on in the house for years, not an exaggeration, actually years, and they've never got painted or finished. So we're finally in the fun decorating painting stage and I am buzzing. So working with COTTAGE on a few projects, the kitchen and the living room, and then upstairs we're finishing the attic off. It was kind of, we used it all the time just as a big, kind of just like a big cupboard. So we've just tidied it up a bit and we're just finishing off so that it's kind of like a nice room to use, to sit in, just to make it more of a usable space because it's there. So that's been a while in the working. So I'm gonna open some of this paint with you. I'm so excited. I sound like a total twit, but genuinely very excited. This is genuine. I'm just this rare. So hang on, I'll move you here. Where do we see? Right. So this is, what colour is this? Dalston Chat. So this is going to be for my living room walls. So actually I have what do I have on there? Faro and Ball Jitney, and I really like it. It's just super tired and kind of just wrecked from general wear and tear, and a bit of, oh yeah, yes. It's not unlike Jitney. If you've got Jitney, this is just like a few shades deeper, just a bit richer, maybe slightly more of like an olivey undertone. But it's still that really nice caramel, just like a really good strong neutral. If you're looking for like a neutral that's not too pale, if you kind of just want to step up a gear, this is the one. But what I'm really excited about, I'll show you these both in a minute. So this is the Devil, Smith and the Devil, and I'm going to use this on the woodwork in the living room and the cabinet. So the cabinetry, we've got a big built-in unit, I'll show you in a minute, and behind the TV. Are we ready? I've been looking for this red for a long time, so yes. Oh yeah, I am excited. It's actually, I thought it might have been, oh no, I think when it's on it'll be really lovely. It's got like a muddy, it's not an orange undertone, it's like more of a brown chocolatey undertone, and I've looked for ages. We've got like the living room's sort of northeast facing, so it's a really cold morning light. It's not the easiest one to find paint colours for, so this looked really nice on the peeling stick. Now, this is the current state of the kitchen. We're in full kitchen paint mode. So we've just done the ceilings and everything else is like being prepped, so you can see all the marks in the walls. All the marks in the walls. So right, through to the living room. Ignore the mess, because everything's shoved in here. So these were all the trays the paints came in. Like, completely compostable. No stupid plastic labels, tape, nothing. And these are the boxes. Just, it's just like nice to have a company that just doesn't feel the need to wrap everything in unnecessary plastic. I don't know, it just really made my day. Right. So, if you've followed me on Instagram for a while, you will know that this has been a work in progress. I think we put this paneling up 2 Christmases ago, and it's still not painted. So this is the week. These timbers go across on the metal. I make like shells with baskets, but this is the red in here in the light. Yeah, super excited for this. Love it. So this is going to go red, and then down here, this big green cabinet, that's going red too. Right. So the painter, we have a painter helping us out because previously mentioned 2 years waiting to paint that. So he's upstairs and he's been doing the attic. I've not looked. So I looked at the paint when it came out, when it was in the tin. So it's a colour called Gwen. I've not looked at it at all since they started putting it on, so I'll give him a while. So there's a good good chunk of it done. So I might go and stick my head up through the door and see if I made a terrible life choice. Oh, I love it.
Well, I look different, you know, when I coat on it.
Yeah, I know, one coat's always dodgy looking.
Yeah.
Oh.
A nice colour.
Yeah. It is different. It's different. That's what people say when they're like, what is this? No, I love that. I think whenever it's dry and there's 2 coats. It's definitely a trust the process kind of colour. It'll look fine when there's another coat on, and oh yeah, I'm really excited for that actually. Right, I'm gonna close these and then look at the colour for the kitchen because I haven't even opened it yet. So the kitchen, I actually had thought about doing that colour upstairs in the kitchen, and I'm really glad I didn't, because it would have looked awful with our kind of sage green cabinets. That would have been a terrible choice. So let's hope the one I did go for matches. So this is Rooted, which is very on brand with Forage and Faff. But when I got the colour charts for the new colours coming out, this like instantly caught my eye. I was instantly like, ooh, that's just a really nice like colour. And there were like, I kind of wanted to do something slightly warmer in here than what it is. I didn't want to go mad, but just something to warm it up. So yeah, let's see what this is like. Oh yes, yeah. So it's like a really nice, can you see it, the light? Yeah, it's like a really nice Bailey's cream. All my references are going to be food. It's the best kind. Yeah, that's really nice. It's like warm. Yeah, it's going to go really nice. Let's see. And the walls then as well. Let's see, try it over here. So excited. Right, I'm going to put the lids back on these. Oh. And I will update you tomorrow or the next day whenever it's starting to look a bit different.